guys, it's Takira. Today is Wednesday, the 20th of August, and this is my fall semester, and I'm in Foundations 2. I'm in my clinical scrubs, I have my badge on, I have all my stuff with me. We're doing IV and phlebotomy today, so I thought it would be a good day to film. So if you guys are interested in seeing what a day in the life with me is like in my clinical day, then stay tuned. So I thought I would try and do a vlog a day just to see if I could do it. School right now. I'm in like a waiting area or like a lounge. Say hi, my camera.
What are we saying hi to the camera for?
YouTube.
Hi.
Is it time to go?
It's 11:30 or 11:25.
Did you finish all your reading?
You're talking about for med admin, or are you talking about for class?
I didn't even
med admin.
I didn't even start for Friday. I'm gonna do that tonight. I have so much reading to do.
My dry erase board in my room, and all my reading up there.
What did we need to tab for the drug book? Anything yet? Look, it says 1 orange for injection practice.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
I didn't see it either.
Maybe I need to go to the cafeteria.
But
Thank goodness for Carol.
Carol reminded us. Oh no,
yeah.
it was
And I
Lindsay.
looked at that last night.
All right, you have to say hi.
Hi.
That's Kaylee and Amanda. I was vlogging. Sorry guys. Chapter in my med-surg book, but I'm just really not in the mood to read, really. We're about to do drug administration. These are our drug kits. Don't judge me. This is for like oral. This is injections.
That one bag.
IV fluid. So I didn't get a chance to finish vlogging yesterday. All that really happened was that we went into the clinical classroom and our clinical instructor kind of went over medication administration, and she showed us what we would be doing for our checkoffs next week, and pretty much we spent the majority of the time just practicing. We had oranges that we injected normal saline solution into. They had little mannequin arms that we practiced intradermal like TB injections, and we also practiced hanging a piggyback, priming the line, and you know, how to go about doing a piggyback and all that good stuff. Got my Ray-Ban shades on, and it's just gonna be a really good day. I love Fridays because, you know, it's the weekend, you only have a 2-hour class, and then you're good to go. So I have a lot of studying to do this weekend. I have quite a bit of studying to do. When I get home today, I'm going to focus on finishing my Foundations 2 reading because I'm a little bit behind on that. I'm going to finish my assignments in my ATI book. I'm going to finish the modules online, and whatever bit of time I have left after that, I'm going to jump into pharmacology, and I'm going to do pharmacology tonight, Saturday, and then just take a break Sunday, spend time with my family, and then jump back into it on Monday. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm coming to you on my way to clinical here this morning. Today it is Tuesday, September 2nd, and today marks the very first day that we will be actually in the hospital caring for patients and the whole deal, doing all of our nursing interventions, documenting. So it's a pretty big day for me. I'm really excited. So I kind of wanted to bring you guys along with me today and just show you a little bit about how clinical goes for me, at least. So just stay tuned. Hey guys, so last time you saw me, I was driving on my way into clinical, and right now it's 6:24 and I finished with my first clinical day and I am on my way. Well, not driving just yet, but I'm in the parking lot of the school/hospital that I go to, and I just kind of wanted to give you guys an overview of how my day went. Of course, I wasn't able to take my camera on the floor with me or throughout the hospital because I didn't know who would be around, and I don't, some people just don't like being on video camera and stuff like that, and the hospital is just a really sensitive place. So I thought against taking my camera into the hospital with me, but I thought I would give you guys an overview of how my day went. It was pretty eventful. So today our clinicals were on a floor called medical specialties, and kind of the big, I want to say the major theme of the floor was that is kind of like infectious disease. So as scary as that sounds, it really wasn't too bad. In generality, the patient that I had was he was an older male, a 50-year-old male, and he was admitted because he had hyponatremia, which is low sodium, and he also had cellulitis on his lower extremities. He had diabetes, so he had a lot of edema, a lot of swelling of his lower extremities. He had a really edematous and swollen abdomen, and he was just had a lot going on. We had a really good nurse, which that will make or break a really good clinical day, is if you have a really good nurse who's patient and willing to work with you, and you know, will explain stuff to you and go slow so you can see it. So we had an awesome nurse, and I say we because my nursing instructor, she gave me and my partner a nurse that had the same patients as us, so we just kind of all followed each other around. When my partner passed meds, I kind of watched her, and when she did her assessment, I watched her. When I did my assessment, she watched me. And our instructor for the very first day, she was going to be watching us. We've already been checked off on everything thus far, but she just wanted to watch us do it on an actual patient before she gave us the okay to do it the rest of the day with our staff nurse that we were following around. And what I got to do today, which was pretty interesting, is I got to watch a PICC line insertion, which is it's just like an IV, but it's a catheter that is threaded into one of the major veins in your body that go into the, I believe it's the right atrium, and into the entrance of the heart, so that if you give blood draws or medications or anything, that's going, you know, directly into your bloodstream. And that's usually used for people who are difficult sticks or you know, have history or plethora of other things going on. I also got to give all my meds. I had some of the meds that I gave today, if you guys kind of want to keep, you know, just to kind of do some research, if you, I don't know if you do or not, but I had to give Lasix, which is a medication that you give for, well, in my patient's case, is because he was so edematous that we give it to kind of flush out that extra fluid in the body. He was also getting he got Haldol, which is like a psych medication, and he got 2 different types of insulins. He got NPH insulin, and he also got regular insulin, which was on a sliding scale. This is not a medication, but he had AC and HS blood sugars. So AC means before meals and HS is at bedtime. So we were to check his blood sugars before he ate and then determine if the blood sugar was 180 or higher. There was a certain sliding scale that you use to give the insulin. So we did a lot today. It was really busy for the first couple hours, and I think probably towards about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, it slowed down so much. And we were kind of just looking at what other people were doing and seeing if anybody had any interesting cases, and just telling the nurses, hey, if you guys need anything, you know, help turn a couple patients. And but it was really exciting doing an actual assessment. I did a full assessment on my patient, and he was really cool about it until I got to his lower extremities and started to palpate his legs and you know, to find his peripheral pulses. And I was trying to, you know, assess the pitting edema on his skin and see if I could rate it. There's a pitting edema scale and all that good stuff, and he really was kind of like, at the end of it, was like, no. One of the really cool things that we saw today on one of our patients that I actually found was one of our patients had a heart murmur that I heard, and it was very audible. I want to say on the murmur scale, it was probably about a 3 or 4. It was pretty audible, and I heard this murmur, and I had my clinical instructor double check and see if she could also hear the same thing, and she was like, yeah, this is a pretty loud murmur. So we went to the staff nurse and we kind of just let her know, hey, you know, did you get a report, or did you hear on assessment that this patient had a murmur? And she really was kind of like, huh, murmur? So we found something that had not previously been found before, and you know, so that was a pretty big deal for me, just hearing something that you know, somebody else hadn't caught. And I mean, to give them a little slack, it could have been something new, but in all honesty, he had a lot going on, so it's probably not been something new. But yeah, that's just how my day went. It was pretty awesome. Had a really great day. Had an awesome nurse, and me and my partner, we worked really well together. We had shared a lot of good times, made a lot of patients smile, and we went to post-conference after clinical, which is something that you'll do with your clinical instructor. You'll kind of meet with each other and your entire clinical group and just go over what happened that day and kind of have like a debrief. I'm gonna try and keep you guys updated on my clinical days, and I'm gonna try and use give you guys as much information as I can without giving too much information, if you guys can kind of catch my drift. Like, I really don't want anybody that, you know, thinking that I'm giving out sensitive information, because I'm not. I'm just trying to give you guys some scenarios, because you might get something similar to this when you're in the hospital, and then it'd be, you know, something good to kind of know ahead of time. So other than that, I'm about to go home. I have a test on Friday, and I want to study and start getting my information kind of all gathered together for my my test on Friday. I have to go to the OR on Thursday, so that'll be interesting, and then we have to write an essay about our OR experience. So it's just another day in a nursing student's life. So if you guys are more interested in vlogs, then thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, ask any questions that you guys want, and I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. But thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it, and have a nice day. I'll see you guys later.